James Miller.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing on this Wednesday morning? Hope everybody's doing well. Got a little bit to talk about with the women's NBA, Major League Baseball. But before we get into that and the football, let's let Cool Beans do a shout out to our listeners.
Yes, we'd like to give a shout out to those that always come to listen to the live or come back to watch the replay. We thank you for giving us your undivided attention. Also, like to thank those that's out there listening in the audio show. And we have cities like San Jose, California, Los Angeles, California, Boardman, Oregon, Grinzak, Weiland, Germany, Brussels, Belgium, and we also have Ashburn, Virginia. We'd like to thank you for listening.
Just thanks everyone for joining in and listening to us. I don't know, have you been keeping an eye on these women's NBA?
I actually kind of dropped off when Caitlin dropped out. I haven't watched. I've been just looking. I'll check the app and look at the scores, but I haven't actually watched.
All right, we'll get. I'll go over some scores here from. This was from Sunday. Which Sunday, Liberty and the Aces played.
Mm-hmm.
The Aces end up dropping that game, and New York won that series 3-1 Sunday. And then the Suns and the Lynx played. Suns won 92-82, which ended up tying that series up 2-2. Then I keep forgetting this is not Tuesday, this is Wednesday.
Right.
Then last night, in game 5, the Lynx end up knocking the Suns off to win that series 88-77. Caller for Minnesota had 27 points, 11 boards, 4 blocks. And Jones for Connecticut had 16 points, 10 boards, and 3 blocks. So now you have the showdown between the Lynx and Liberty. So that's going to be your championship, your finals. And let me see when that should be kicking off.
I think it's supposed to start Thursday.
Yeah,
Which
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow at 8 p.m. That's game 1, and that starts tomorrow. And I'm gonna say this may go all 5, and I think Liberty will take it.
I think so too. I don't think Minnesota can make it. I I think it's going to be Liberty. Liberty pretty much showed all year it was going to be them because they was leading it from that number 1 spot for like the longest.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Liberty will probably take it. We'll see if it goes all the way to 5. See what the Lynx can do. But Liberty, I think Liberty's going to be a little too much for the Lynx.
Yeah, I think so too. You got
But
Brianna Stewart, Linesco. Yeah, I think they're going
I
to show
mean,
out.
they are caller for Minnesota. She's going to have to come up with her A plus game. So
Yeah.
so if they're going to have a shot, and with that, but that starts tomorrow night at 8 p.m. and that'll be on ESPN. And since we're moving right along here, unless you got anything, is there anything else in the NBA, women's NBA?
No, didn't hear anything going on in the NBA.
All right, I'll go some since we got the baseballs in the playoffs. I'll go over some scores from Sunday. You had the Mets and the Phillies playing each other. Phillies won. That was game 2 of that series, tied it up. Phillies beat the Mets 7-6 in that. And then the Padres beat the Dodgers 10-2 Sunday in game 2 to make that a 1-1 series. And then Monday, the Tigers beat the Guardians to tie that up in Cleveland 3-0. And then the Kansas City Royals beat the Yankees in New York 4-2 to tie that up 1-1. That was Monday night.
Wow, this round everybody 1-1. Okay.
And then I'll say this real fast: the last time the Royals won the World Series in 2015, they ended up knocking off the Yankees to get to the World Series. Then last night you had the Phillies and the Mets in New York. You ready for this? The Mets won 7-2 to take a 2-1 lead in that series. You got to remember that they're the 6th seed coming out, and
Right.
they're looking to make a run. And then you had in San Diego, the Dodgers got beat by the Padres 6-5. So the San Diego leads that series 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah. So and you see these lower seeds right now are leading the series in this. And then tonight you'll have the Guardians will be in Detroit, and then you got the Phillies and the Mets for Game 4 in New York. This is a pivotal game right here for the Phillies because they don't want to go down. I can't remember, this one's a Game 5. This is the best out of 5 in this one, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think
Best
they
out of
changed
5.
it. So if the Mets win this one, that'll be it. See, they changed it up on me because of the format. I'm used to the best out of 7, but from years ago. But the Mets could end it here, but we'll see what the Phillies will do. See if they can pull it off and tie it up. And then at 7 p.m., you've got the Yankees and Kansas City for Game 3, and then you've got the Dodgers at San Diego for Game 4 at 9. So San Diego could end up knocking the Dodgers out of that if they win tonight in Game 4. So that's what we got going on right now with the baseball world as we speak, and we'll just see what see what happens tonight with these games that's going on.
Right. I meant to check something real quick. Let me see if I can find something before we transition on to the next thing. But I just realized. Hockey is going on now too.
Yeah, hockey just kicked off. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was preseason or if it's actually the season.
I think it's the preseason, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get it up real fast. And I think it runs about the same time as the NBA. Let's see what we got here. Like I said, you and I, we said it before, we don't know a lot when it comes to hockey.
Yep.
But I don't know. It may be. I don't know if there's a preseason or they just jump right into it. I'm trying to find out with this.
Yeah, because I got games and scores, but it don't say whether it's preseason or this was regular season. They start. Oh, it is preseason. It's preseason. I just found out.
Okay.
It started October 5th.
All right. So we got the preseason going on right now.
Yep.
So once them games start kicking off, we'll jump more into that with the scores and stuff and try to keep up with that. Like you said, we need to get us a hockey guy on here too.
I know. I think the actual season started yesterday.
Is it yesterday?
Yeah, because all the preseason games was October 5th. They're listed preseason, and the 2 games that happened yesterday. No, there's actually was 3 games yesterday. The Blues beat the Kraken 3-2. Bruins lost to the Panthers 6-4. Panthers, those the defending world champions. And then Utah beat the Blackhawks 5-2. But none of these games are listed preseason like the others were listed. So I guess yesterday might have actually started the actual season. I don't know. But to an extent, it wouldn't make no sense why they would only have 4 preseason games and then, okay, we're off to the regular schedule.
Yeah.
So I get we'll get Mark at work and we'll find out if it's still preseason or regular season. I don't know.
Well, it's already started. It did start last night. Last night started it their season, so their season's a little bit longer than the NBA.
Oh yeah.
So their season did kick off last night. So you just mentioned the scores there, um, and we'll just keep up with that as well. We won't try not to forget that. Which that season is long, also, just like
Mm-hmm.
the baseball and NBA. But yeah, last night actually kicked it off. Like you said, I'll run down their scores again. The Blues beat the Kraken 3-2. The Panthers beat the Bruins 6-4. And then Utah Hockey Club beat the Blackhawks 5-2. So we'll try to keep up with that, and as well with on these episodes. I'm glad you mentioned it. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot about it too. I was like, when we did the live Sunday, I forgot about it. The next day it came to me. It's like, wait, hockey's supposed to be, but I didn't know it was preseason or regular season. I was thinking about it before I said, let me find out real quick. Got on Google to see if it actually started.
And see, I was off. I was thinking we did our live Saturday night, which we did it Sunday.
Yep.
So I just went over them scores again. I'm like, I knew them scores for from baseball and the women's NBA was looking familiar. It's no wonder because we did it Sunday night. And then which you end up last week, since we're getting ready to go into college or football here, which will take us from here on out. Last week you got me on our picks. You got 16-6, me to 15-7. This week there's some big games slated again. With college football. And it got some games Friday night. Once again, I guess they got to try to get the Utah, the Utes. They got to get them some prime time, I guess.
Right.
They're playing again Friday night. They're playing Arizona State at Arizona. Utah is 16th in the country. Arizona's not ranked. Both of them 4-1. Both in the Big 12. I'm on this right here. I'm going to go Arizona State to beat Utah and Arizona.
I'm going Arizona is going to get ranked this week when they beat the Utes.
Yeah, there we go. So there goes Arizona's going down. I think they'll take them down. I think it's time for them to wake up. They're going to make all the excuses because their quarterback's out or they got an 18-year-old kid. See, their starting quarterback, which he's been hurt a little bit, he's like 23, 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So he's an older back. Older player playing. So, but he's been out hurt a little bit. Even at that, even before he got hurt, they struggled with Baylor with him. So I thought I was seeing them to get 2 or 3 losses anyway on the year. Excuse me. Now, Saturday night at 7:30. Here's your big game. This is the big game they got slated. Is number 2 Ohio State is playing in Eugene, Oregon, playing the Ducks, who is number 3.
I know that was like
And man, this is going to be a tough one. I'm
It
going
is.
Ohio State. On this, But here's the thing. Here's what I don't like is the traveling from east to west coast to east
Hmm.
coast. So Oregon could have the advantage on this because of the traveling.
Yep.
Um, but I'm gonna go Ohio State.
I'm going Oregon since they're playing in Oregon.
I mean, I can't disagree with you on that. I can see that happening. And then here's the big game. Well, not big game. It's a big game for West Virginia. Number 11, Iowa State is in playing in Morgantown. It's a blackout night in Morgantown. They're going to be wearing their black uniforms. They just got them this year. It's the Cole edition. For a lot of people who don't know, this state in West Virginia is mainly source is coal. So they got some pretty sharp uniforms. So it's going to be a blackout, which I'm going WVU. Um, I,
I'm gonna go WVU just for this simple fact. Even if they lose the game, they still gonna look good because they got on the black.
the
They
black
black now,
uniforms.
so I'm going with them.
They're sharp. And we're sharp. Now, here we go. We're going down here. You got South Carolina's playing Alabama in Alabama. I don't see Alabama losing two in a row. I'm going to go Alabama.
I'm going Bama too. I think their little slip up was last week when they lost to Vanderbilt.
Then you got Missouri playing Massachusetts in Massachusetts, which I'm going to go Missouri. Massachusetts is 1-5.
Oh yeah, definitely Missouri.
Then you've got Texas and Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, the Red River Showdown. But I'm going to tell you what, them Longhorns are going to put it on them Sooners this year.
Yep, I'm going with Texas.
Texas is number one. Oklahoma's 18th. So Longhorns are going to put it on them. All right, this is going to be a good one here. Number 4, Penn State is playing USC in California. I'm going USC.
Good choice, because that's exactly what I'm going to. Because Penn State, their wake up call. Remember, I called Michigan on theirs last week. I think Penn State gonna get theirs this week.
Yep. Penn State, I think the traveling is going to get them. I know people are going to get tired of hearing me saying traveling, but that takes a toll, whether people realize that or not. All right, we got Stanford and number 11 Notre Dame. I'm gonna go Notre Dame on this.
Notre Dame.
Then we got Oh man, look at here, California and number 22 ranked Pittsburgh Panthers. I'm gonna go Pitt. They're playing in Pittsburgh. California's got to travel. I'm
Pitt.
going Pitt. Um, got Purdue and Illinois. Purdue's only 1-4. Illinois is ranked
Illinois.
23rd, so I'm going
Illinois.
Illinois as well. And then got Arizona, and man, they jumped up there awful far. Number 14th ranked BYU. They're playing in BYU. I'm gonna go BYU on this one.
Who are they playing?
Arizona.
Yeah.
They're playing in Utah with it. So
Yeah, let's go Brigham Young.
then you got Mississippi State and Georgia. Um, Mississippi State's 1-4. Georgia's ranked 5th. I'm gonna go Georgia on
Georgia.
this. Then we've got it's gonna be a tough one here. Florida is playing number 8 Tennessee in Tennessee. I don't know if Tennessee will lose 2 in a row.
I don't think so either. I'm gonna go Tennessee.
I'm going Tennessee. Then you got Ole Miss and LSU. In LSU, Ole Miss is ranked 9th. LSU is 13th. I have not seen either one of these play. I'm gonna go LSU though.
Yeah. LSU.
And here we go. Here's a big game for our man, Mr. Dion Prime Sanders, number 18K State, is playing in Colorado. Um,
We're going Dion.
I'm gonna go Dion. I'm gonna go Colorado. Um, then number 17, Boise State, is playing in Hawaii.
Ooh.
Hawaii's 2-3. Um, Boise State's 4-1. That's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna go Boise.
I'm going to upset Hawaii. It's got you got to travel to us. Yeah, I'm going.
So you got Hawaii and I got Boise on that. And then let's do this here. That's all the ranked games they got. So let me get up here and we'll get our other Big 12 picks because you had, I think, 4 teams ranked in the Big 12 now. I think. Let's see. Yeah, there's 1, 2. All right, we got Cincinnati and UCF. They're playing in UCF. Both of the teams are 3-2.
I like Cincinnati.
All right, you gonna go Cincinnati?
Mm-hmm.
Cincy. I'm gonna.
There's still a lot of they still got to travel to Florida, but I'm just like, yeah,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go UCF. They're playing at home, and that was the only other Big 12 game that was not ranked. It's not playing a ranked team, so we done picked those. Which I guess those other teams you got some buys. Let's go ahead and go to the ACC and get the Virginia Tech. We'll get that pick. Well, maybe they're on a bye week too.
maybe.
They are on a bye week as well, so they don't play this weekend. So that's about it for as far as this week for our picks as far as college. Um, well, hold on. How come this wasn't showing up here? Here's one here in the ACC, and it wasn't on the front page for some reason, or I missed it. One of the two. Number 10, Clemson. Did I call that game?
No, I don't know. We missed this one. I didn't hear
Okay.
Clemson.
Well, I better go to the all right. Number 10, Clemson and Wake Forest. I'm gonna go.
Oh, it's Clemson.
Man, they're all right. I'm gonna go Wake Forest.
Yeah.
No, man. Vanderbilt's the one that beat Alabama, wasn't it?
Yeah, Vanderbilt was the one, but Wake Forest, they came close. I forgot they played somebody ranked a couple weeks ago. They came close. They just
Yeah.
still didn't win.
I'm gonna go Clemson. I'll go with you, Clemson, on that one. All right. We done got that pick. Let me go to the Big Ten here. Since that game popped up, I don't know how come it wasn't with the top 25. Go to the Big Ten to make sure I ain't missing nobody. I think that's what's happening from week to week. Because I go to that one, just the top 25, and nope, I got everybody. I'm pretty sure. I guess they still have, let's see, the Pac 12 up there. Yeah, okay. All right, that'd be it right now for when it comes to college. You got those big games that's going on this weekend. But you ready to move on to the NFL?
Yepper. Let's do it.
All
We
right.
got some stuff on this one.
Yeah, we got some stuff on this. I'll go ahead and mention this. Out of our picks, I end up going 11-6. You went 12-5. You got me on by one. Your Cowboys knocked off the Steelers Sunday night, which got me. And then last night the Chiefs knocked off the Saints, which I haven't been. Did you hear anything on how Derek Carr is?
They say he's going to be out for. I was talking to John Moore last night, and he said Carr is supposed to be out for a couple weeks.
I was just wondering, and that changes the whole outcome for them Saints and that offense and everything. I hate to see he went out, and it didn't look like it was just they pushed him down. It wasn't like it was like a hard hit or nothing,
Mm-hmm.
but he went out. I hate to see that because I mean, there's like they're dropping like flies anymore. Everybody's getting hurt out, and I don't like to see the injuries because it changes the outcome and everything.
It does. It'll keep a team from like you like they're looking at playoff contenders, and then as soon as their main guy get hurt, they ain't doing nothing because you paying his guy millions a year, and you got that backup. You got either nobody on that bench to back him up, or you paying somebody like chump change, and they're the worst in the league.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get our picks out of the way, and then that way you don't have to rush at the end. Thursday night, you got the 49ers and the Seahawks in Seattle. I don't know what's happened to the Niners. They
I
have
don't either.
um,
Both are coming off losses, but I
both.
think I'm going Seahawks.
I'm going to go Seahawks as well with that one. They're playing in Seattle. I'll say Seahawks. And then the next game is the Texans and the Patriots. I'm gonna go Texans.
Yep, Texans.
Um, then you got the Browns and the Eagles playing in Philly. Eagles 2-2. The Browns are 1-4. Eagles are coming off a bye. I'm gonna go Eagles, I guess.
I don't know. I think I want to go Eagles, and the reason why I want to, last time I went Eagles, they lost. I just don't have no faith in Deshaun Watson and the Browns, so I gotta go Eagles.
All right, you going Eagles. All right, then we got you got the Chargers and the Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos on this. They're playing in Denver.
Denver did have that game last week, but I think that was mainly the defense that brought them out of there.
Their defense is pretty tough. They're playing in Denver.
Yeah,
I
going
think.
Chargers.
All right, I think Denver's a little bit better than what they were expecting them to be. Bo Nix is starting to come around. He's doing better in the system. So, mention one thing. Did you see where we've already picked the game where the Patriots are starting Dre Mayo? Is it Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting
Drake May.
Drake May. They're starting him, so he'll be getting his first start Sunday. Which that was my other second pick besides Jaden Daniels coming out of that. I thought them were the two better quarterbacks, which Caleb Williams is doing. He's faring pretty good.
Yeah. But I think he starts getting his beat down next week. Him moving in the starting lineup, I don't think gonna change nothing.
Who's that?
Drake May coming in. I think the Patriots still going down.
Oh yeah, they're still going down. They're playing the Texans. So then our next pick of the here is the Jaguars and the Bears. I'm gonna go to the Bears, and I can't believe I'm saying this. They're gonna start the season 4-2.
I know, right? That's not how we had it pegged, but I am going Bears.
And then the next game is the Cardinals and the Packers in Green Bay. I'm gonna go Packers on this.
Who in the Packers?
Cardinals.
Oh, definitely Packers. I don't know. Cardinals did come. They do surprise us every now and then, but I'm still going Cardinals. I mean, I'm still going Packers.
All right. Then you got the Colts and the Titans. I'm gonna go Colts on this. They're playing in Tennessee.
I'm going Colts on this. Now, here's the thing. The Titans are going to surprise us one week. They're going to get that win, but I just don't think it's going to be this week.
Well, they got to win. They're 1-3.
Oh, they are? I thought they was undefeated. Unwinless also.
I think everybody's got to win.
They beat Carolina, so I don't count that. We don't count. Them actually winning against a real team.
then we got the Bucks and the Saints. I'm gonna go the Bucks.
Bucks.
Um, then you've got the Commanders and the Ravens in Baltimore. Whoo, this is going to be a good game.
Uh, I'm going Ravens on this one.
I'm going Commanders.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Commanders going to, well, it's not going to be an upset, but they're going to beat the Ravens in Baltimore. Here you go. Now you got the Steelers and the Raiders, and they're playing in Las Vegas. I'm going to go with the Steelers on this.
Yep, Steelers not losing 3 in a row.
No, they done lost 2 in a row. And so let's see here. Go with Steelers. You got Steelers. And then we got, here we go here. Here's a game. And I think your boys could change the season around if they can pull this win off. They're playing the Lions
Where they playing it?
in Dallas. I'm going to go. Here's the thing. I'm going Lions.
I'm going Dallas, but Lions most likely win it. Because here's the thing. I don't know if everybody's been paying attention. Dallas is 3-2. But as 3-2, Dallas has won all away games and lost both home games. And this is home. Dallas has had over the years, that AT&T Stadium has not been good to them. They have lost more in their home stadium than visiting teams.
Yeah.
So it's possible. I'm still going Dallas, but Detroit might take that one.
Let me back up and mention something I forgot to mention with that Steelers team. I don't know if I was seeing there and I was reading, and Ben Roethlisberger has got his own podcast.
Okay.
And he mentioned, and I disagree with him. He said if the Steelers would go out and get Devontae Adams, that makes them a Super Bowl contender this year.
Really?
I was like, all right, here's what people fail to realize. All right, even me being a Chiefs fan, okay, I ain't saying like, yeah, let's go get Devontae Adams, which I ain't saying I wouldn't take him because I mean he's a good talent. That's going to take a few weeks to get chemistry going there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I still don't. The Steelers' offense is not that good, and I don't think Devontae Adams is going to change that. You've got receivers there you should be producing with. So
Right.
what's going to change? What is Devontae Adams going to change in that system? So I think the problem there is at the quarterback position. So I don't think by getting them, if he would go there, which he ain't going to go to Pittsburgh, but that was just Ben Roethlisberger on his show talking about that. And I don't see that with that team. Now, that team has got a killer defense.
Yeah.
Their defense is tough. Defense wins championships. I've always said that. But you got to have an offense, and that offense is right now is not doing. The run game is with Warren and Najee Harris ain't been doing too well.
Right. Well, see, first of all, they need to take Najee Harris and make him number 2 back. This is what I say on what's going wrong with they what you call it. They got Cordell Patterson. He's pretty much really a tight end / receiver.
Yeah.
But Atlanta was using him in that backfield, and he pretty much did real good back there. I think they should start him.
You can't stop him. He's a beast.
Exactly.
The dude's so big, you can't stop him.
I'm in agreement with you at the putting the question at the quarterback position. I think that's where they're going to struggle there. However, I almost agree somewhat with Roethlisberger. If they got Devontae Adams, that would make their offense better. I don't say they don't see him as a Super Bowl contender. I still don't see that.
No.
But Devontae Adams will do better than Pickens.
Yeah.
Which Pickens is their number 1 receiver, and he's not really a number 1 receiver.
Nah. I mean, they got some weapons, but it's not. I don't see them. He ain't gonna go there anyway. I don't think. And we'll mention that when we get done with these last few picks. Um, we got the Falcons and the Panthers. I'm gonna go
Falcons.
Atlanta. Atlanta on this. And then you got the Bengals and the Giants in New York. I'm going the G Men.
I'm going Bengals.
You going Bengals on that. And then here you go. It's the battle of the Bills and the Jets. You've got Aaron Rodgers is hurt. You've got Josh Allen hurt. They're not 100%. So this one, I'm going to go with the Bills, I guess. I think Allen's a little bit probably better shape than the Jets, but the Jets fired their coach for who knows why. Well, Aaron Rodgers probably.
Yeah.
Because it was too early. Like me and you mentioned, I mentioned to you. Well, one, their three losses. They started in San Francisco to start the season out, which was, I mean, at the time, 49ers was supposed to be a contender, so they
Yeah.
beat them. They lost to Denver in New York on a monsoon game. It rained the whole time and downpour, so that makes it hard. And then they just lost in London, and I hate those overseas games because them overseas games, like I've mentioned before, traveling, you get tired, especially traveling that far.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not getting a true feel of either team. So, I think he was, truthfully, I think he was fired too early, and it was unjust.
I think it was fired too early. I think, honestly, this is what I think. I think the owners already came in with the assumption that they were firing him this year. It was no. I don't even care if they made the playoffs. They were intending on firing him this year.
Well, evidently, supposedly, what I seen was they talked to Aaron Rodgers. What I read before they went and fired him.
Yep.
So, unless they was trying to see what Aaron Rodgers was thinking on the ordeal, but that's not going to help that organization whatsoever this year by
It's
doing
not.
that. It's not. So, I don't. That was a bad ordeal there.
Because you got to think, how hard, as an interim coach, how hard am I going to really push this team to work? Because
Yeah.
most interim coaches are just that, interim coach. You're not going to be there next year. You're not even going to be on the coaching staff next year.
Unless they're lining up Bill Belichick.
Yeah, Belichick don't. He don't want that job.
Hey, did you see him the other day? He was on TV with them doing the games, and he had a suit on. The man had a suit. My wife said, "They got him in a suit." What? Because you see him on the sidelines. He had his hoodie and then cut off hoodie and the cut off sleeves and stuff like that. And seeing him in a suit was it was different. But that's our picks for right now. We'll get into stuff we're going to talk about. A lot of it was that firing there with we done mentioned with Jets head coach, and we'll mention Davante Adams again. He said he wanted to play with the Jets, and I forgot the other. The Jets and the Saints was his two places he wanted to play.
Could that have gotten him fired? Davante Adams wanted to go to the Jets, and then he said, "We don't need him." Aaron said, "Oh, you got to go."
Well, the problem is right now, according to reports, is nobody wants to give up a second-round pick for Davante Adams, except one team. And it's shocking when I heard it, and it's the Chiefs are willing to give up a second-round pick to get to Davante Adams, but the Raiders said they will not trade him to the Chiefs where they're in the division.
Yep.
Which that's not going to help. That's not going to help the Raiders out anyway. They're still going to lose the division. So either way it goes. But that's what's going on right now. That he's wanting. To me, if I was Davante Adams, I would want to go to a team to have a chance to go to Super Bowl now.
Yeah, that's what I. Here's my thing. I fought Devontae Adams on all this because he made that stink up in Green Bay trying to get money. You knew when the Raiders was offering you money, they was not going anywhere.
No. Well, he went there because he wanted to play with Derek Carr. It's because they played college together.
That is true. They did play.
So that's the reason why his two picks was the Jets or the Saints, because he wanted to go play with the quarterback that he's played with before.
Mm,
So that was his reason and pick for that. Now I will say also with that, I seen where they was talking about one of the team. I don't know if I mentioned it on the last podcast or not. They was talking about where he could end up, and one of the announcers said the best fit for him is in Baltimore. I looked at him. I'm like, "Are you crazy?" And one of the I forgot who it was. One of the announcers that is he's a quarterback. He said that's not a good fit. He
it's
said
not.
he only throws the ball like 15, 20 times a game.
That's
And
why Hollywood Brown left.
left. That's it. And the thing is, that's not a good fit at all. You want him to go to a place that throws the ball, a place that he's going to get some targets. Baltimore's not it either.
Yep.
So we'll see where he ends up. The thing is, too, is who's got the money to get him. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, Dallas already admitted before they even started to get him on Dallas. They said, "Look, we already paid CD Lamb as our number one receiver, and Devontae Adams is a number one receiver. We're not paying two."
No, and it was shocking to hear that the Chiefs tried for him, because I knew the Chiefs were talking about trying to get Amari Cooper, which I think he would be a good fit. He would work out good. But did you see Juju Smith-Schuster? He's coming along now.
Yep.
Back in the system. So, but they're still looking to get another receiver. But
his only mess up that game was when when I compared him to Kadarius.
That hit him right in the hands. So, all right, what else we got? We're going to talk about on the NFL. That was one. It was the firing, Devontae Adams.
Yeah, but that was one of our hot seat picks. We picked that he was going to get fired. We still got Nick Sirianni, Brian Dable.
Yep.
Who else did we have on that hot seat? That now we had that I can't pronounce it, something like Euphelis or something. Matt Euphelis, but he's the Chicago coach.
Yeah,
he might be safe.
Yep, he may be safe.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens with these games tomorrow night with the 49ers, Seattle. Hopefully no more injuries, because this last weekend there was a bunch more injuries.
Yep.
Nico Collins is out, I think, for the Texans.
Yeah, I remember he went out during the game. I don't know if he's still going to be out.
Yep, he's not. As far as I know, it's his hamstring right now.
Oh.
So, but I guess that you got anything else with the NFL?
No, I got nothing.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Anything else you want to mention before we come to a close?
No, I think we pretty much nailed it and hit everything we needed to.
All right. Like we always do at the end of each episode, if anybody's out there that's thinking about harming or hurting themselves, there's a quick number you can call, 988. That's the Veterans Crisis line, or it's 1-800-273-8255. Give that a call. They'll get you into contact with the people you need to talk to, or else go to your local VA medical center. They can get you some help. Always don't be afraid to make that step, make that call, talk to somebody.
Yep.
You got anything else, Beans?
I got nothing.
Well, and if that's it, then y'all stay safe. Have a good week, and we should see you live.
Oh, yeah. I do got something.
Go ahead.
We got to tell them this is going to be our last video audio.
Yep. this will be the last video. We'll be going
Because we'll be back to recording on Monday nights.
yep, and doing it on a regular audio. So this will be the last one as far as that goes. So, and then we'll be back live this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then next Saturday, we'll be in Morgantown at the game.
Yep.
So, but we'll see you.
Which we'll probably have to do Sunday, the show.
Yeah,
Sunday.
we'll do that Sunday night. Yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a good day and a good week. And then we'll see you Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Y'all stay safe.
Alrighty.